welcome to Legacy Stories with Master Networks. Legacy Stories is a YouTube series designed to spotlight Master Network's New York regional members and how they have grown both personally and professionally and built a legacy beyond a business. Today, I'm joined with Dr. Brian Yodice. Hello, Dr. Yodice. How are you today?
Hello, Maggie. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you for joining me today.
Oh, it's a pleasure being here. Thank you for the invitation.
Of course. So can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yes. So I'm a chiropractor. I specialize in sports injury management. I've been in practice for about 20 years now. About a year and a half ago, I made a transition to move up here to Westchester. So I've been working in the area for a year and a half to 2 years now, making the transition off of Long Island to come up here to Westchester.
Oh, lovely. Now, when did you join Master Networks?
So I joined Master Networks, I guess, about a year and a half ago.
Okay.
Over. I was at a different networking event actually, where there were a few Master Networks members, and one of the gentlemen asked me, said, "What are you doing on Friday morning?" And I said, "Well, I'm not doing anything," which I now realize was kind of a dangerous thing to say. And he invited me to a Master Networks meeting that Friday morning. So it was a startup chapter at the time, and
Uh,
now I've been a member there for a year and a half.
See, and that is the danger because it's a tribe mentality with Master Networks. When one person, they just want to share the joy. I think that's what it is. So when you moved up in the area, you pretty much joined Master Networks fairly quickly, it
Uh,
sounds.
yes, I had joined a practice about that year and a half, about 2 years ago,
Mhm.
and almost 2 years ago, and was looking for networking opportunities, and that's how I kind of fell into some different networking events, and then found Master Networks. I was used to networking and building a referral-based business on Long Island, and was looking for similar opportunities up here in Westchester. So similar to some of the groups that I had belonged to on Long Island, Master Networks had that weekly membership, which I see so valuable in creating the relationships with the members, the other members of the group, and helping each other build businesses.
Right, and we're starting to expand into Long Island now. So, all those people that are listening to us that may not have a chapter nearby, they can still join us virtually right now. But as we grow, we're expanding into Long Island. So, if anybody's listening to this and saying, "Wow, Long Island, I'm from Long Island," give Dr. Yodice a call, give me a call, and we can set you up with a chapter in your area. Um, so tell me, do you have a story? I love stories. Do you have a story that you can share with us about your Master Networks experience?
Well, yeah, I mean, the story that I kind of alluded to, it kind of fell into it, really. But again, it goes to just like what you said. It's people that really want to share their experience. The group that I joined, almost 2 years ago, is, now I'm the vice president of the group. I've seen some members that have come and gone, but we have a real core group of people that's what I really gravitated to. From there, I was able to meet, Tina, obviously, Sammy Vecchiola. So I actually started to expand into other chapters because we have that opportunity.
Right.
Visiting the Yorktown chapter, and I've been going there for close to a year and a half now as well, where, I've been able to expand that network of people that I know. I've had a location in Katona, so I've been in the Somers chapter and a few, variety of chapters, which has really been able to give me the opportunity to meet people throughout Westchester.
And it's all about that relationship building, right? Like it changes your business when you build these relationships with Sammy and Tina, right? They're just
Yep.
such strong forces. Now, what is your home chapter?
So I'm the vice president in the White Plains chapter. We
The
meet on Friday morning at 8 o'clock.
Friday at 8. Okay, lovely. And that you've had Ch- uh, Teresa is your president, right? Teresa.
Correct. So I have the privilege of, leading our chapter right now, with her as the president. Robert Brake is our secretary right now. So it's a great leadership group. The leadership that was on before us did an amazing job of really building the chapter and drawing people in. And we've been able to continue and to build that way, and then develop the relationships within the chapter through implementing other things that we learned from Tina and learned from Sammy and somebody such as yourself, and how we can build better relationships within that chapter.
Right. And it's all about getting to know each other, right? It
Right.
just
Absolutely.
it's really all it comes down to. Speaking about that, like the whole learning aspect, is there anything that you've learned as a member of your specific chapter in White Plains?
I think, relationships are huge. One of the biggest things is really generating those relationships that you're going to take beyond the meeting, beyond your business. You're creating business relationships that really become friendships. So whether I continue as a chiropractor, whether I develop a new business, or whether my business grows and I'm taking more of a management role, those relationships continue to foster the business that I'm trying to build. So it goes beyond just people making a direct transactional transaction with your business. It's really helping to leverage other people's knowledge, education, experience, and relationships to help to build your business as well. And I think that's the biggest thing, is really creating that relationship. You can leverage those relationships and take them beyond your business and into your next business, if that's what it might be.
Right, and that's what we talk about when we talk about building a legacy beyond the business, which is exactly what you're doing. And it's so exciting when I hear the successes that people have had because of the relationships they've built with master networks. Dr. Yodice, can you tell our listeners a little about what you're doing in your practice right now and how they can reach out to you and
Sure.
contact you?
Actually, as we speak this week and into next week, I'll be opening the doors on a new practice in White Plains. So as I mentioned before, I specialize in sports injury management, and I have chiropractic background, I have athletic background and coaching background. So I'm really looking to bring that to the forefront of the practice. But one of the things that I'm really looking at right now is, how can I help everybody with that same performance-minded approach? And that's looking at, how do people really want to function every day? What do they want to do when they're 70 years old? What do they want to do when they're 80 or 90? How do they want to function at that point? At 100 years old, you'd be happy to tie your shoes. But if you can't bend over to pick up a piece of paper on the floor at 50 years old, you're going to have trouble, tying your shoes at 100. So it's really looking at how people move now, how they really want to move, and what they really need to do the things that they want to do, whether that's playing with their grandkids in the backyard or it's going out and playing softball on the weekend. So we take a look at everybody functionally, how they move, how they need to move, and help them to make that transition to moving better and living better, through chiropractic, diet, exercise, massage. Those are all the tools that we use to get people to perform the way that they want to.
Right, and it's about quality of life, right?
Absolutely, 100%.
So, I want to thank you for joining me today. This is Maggie Carey from Master It Media. I educate businesses on developing an engaging social media presence that will skyrocket their promotion for less time, money, and stress. And what we're doing here with Master Networks is we're helping share legacy stories about how you can build your business and a legacy beyond the business by joining Master Networks. Brian and I hope that you will take the opportunity to find a chapter in your area and find out how you can build a legacy beyond the business. Thank you, Brian, for joining me.
Thank you for having me today. I appreciate it.
I appreciate you and your time. Much success in your new location. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us at Master Networks, where we are one relationship away from changing the future. Take care, Brian, and thank you so much for
Yeah,
listening,
have a great
everyone.
day. Thanks again.